Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're going to look at the SPY, the IWM, the Qs, the DIA, the IYT, the USO, the UUP, and the GLD. We follow the daily, weekly, monthly time frames. We use technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. Go to my website, sign up for a free membership. You'll get videos like this, trade ideas, live streaming, and it's a little bit of education as well. All right, so let's go right to the daily spider. Today, 70 million on the day. We still at 4 o'clock, so we still have 2 hours left. So maybe get to 74, 75 million. Maybe. I don't know how quiet it is. I haven't really looked. But we did have a nice day today. It was a down, I think we're down 111. I don't have that up right now. And but nice reversal on the day. Pretty much just a slow bleed into lunchtime, then a little consolidation. If you look at the 10-minute. Opened up, kind of bled down right into the usual float time everyone usually buys, and then it floats up automatically. Today we just went sideways, a little bit of bearish consolidation. At the end of the day we started to sell. But what caught my eye, we did close below this gap window. It needs to get above it, back above the MAs, and continue up, or just go sideways. Excuse me, chopping and slopping for the next probably 3 months, and then we'll take it from there. So if you bought puts up here, just expect to get slaughtered. No, I'm just kidding. Guys, this might be the area to buy puts, you know, to be honest with you. If you're not short these markets, this is the time you want to start adding. If you are short, you know, I hope you made sure you had a little bit more, you know, in the tank to add up in this area, just in case if it goes up a little higher. So just keep an eye on these. But today, we're closing like that, a little bit of a red candle. You got to keep an eye on it. Now, if we fall apart tomorrow and really get a good wrenching, then that's something to keep an eye on. So, but again, nothing wrong with the market. Still above the moving averages. Nothing wrong, guys. Tomorrow will be Friday, so we'll look at the weeklies on tomorrow's time frame. Let's see what happens. Again, let's look at tomorrow. So let's go to IWM. IWM, same thing, but this one was a little weaker. It gapped up at 140 area. We've been talking about this for a little while. So 140's here, got it to it, closed above, and then boom, right back down again. So that's what's happening here. So it's trying in this area. This is big, guys. 140, even number. You have the trend line as well. Big area for the IWM. It's coming off this nice consolidation, bullish manner. We got above the MAs. Still strong stance, but you know, these red bar days, when they come in, it's pretty interesting how it closes, but then it pops up, it closes, pops up. It's like someone's in there every day. We got to get it back up. And then one day it's going to be down here, and then it's going to keep going. So be careful with this one. Still volume a little bit light, nothing crazy, but keep an eye on these charts, guys. The Qs, on the other hand, had a nice reversal as well. We're still up here. This could start going sideways for the next couple weeks, a week or so. So right now, nothing wrong. If it does come in, fill this gap and close down here somewhere, if we really get some downward move, then you know, watch for the 20 MA for support. But again, nothing wrong above the MAs, a little bit stretched like we talked about, but nothing wrong, guys. Watch volume as well. That's very important too. But pretty much the same chart on all these indexes. Where it started up and then pretty much closed right at gap window, if not below gap window. You know, so a little bit on the weaker side, but still in a strong stance above all the MAs. Coming off of it's a little bit of consolidation here. But again, if we reverse and come down and fill this gap down tomorrow, then bears, you know, what you're looking for, you know, to get to the 20, then the 50, and etc. We'll wait for pattern, but you know, still a little early. This thing can go sideways for months, and then just like every other time, it has a massive move up, and it just sits and goes sideways. The IYT is a little interesting. This one had a full out reversal here. We almost filled the gap on the downside, but this was a little bit uglier, I do have to say. This thing was down 1.57%. And almost came down and filled the gap. If this thing gaps below and gets below the 20, then we're going to have to wait for pattern and see how this thing works out. But again, you know, we're at the upper range of this channel. We could come right back down. You got your key areas of support from there. But this was a little bit ugly today. Not a lot. I would have liked to see more volume. So maybe on another pullback day, if we ever get one, then maybe the volume will pick up. But watch for that as well. USO. This one's been really interesting. So we're in a big channel, a little bit bearish of a channel. We go downward and we're sideways, sideways. Every time we get above the MAs, it looks like we're going to break out. They send some news out on CNBC, or somebody upgrades oil or hikes the price. Oh, we're upgrading oil to whatever. Gets a buy, and then when the news cools down, and it slowly comes back in. So right now we're at the low end of the channel. We got a little bit more to go, but if this thing sells off, you're looking for the 200 MA, you're looking for this trend line, you're looking for these low pivots. If it cracks through that, then you have a gap to fill right around 1093. Then we'll see if this bounces up and retraces, or does it go right down, possibly to fill the gap down in this area, maybe 1060, 1050. So keep an eye on this. We are short the USO, and we're long SCO, which is I believe it's a triple for oil. All I know is it's a beast. Go light on it if you want to take shares of the SCO. And that would be the SCO long. So you just buy it. All right, let's look at the UUP. Yeah, and oil was down today. That was a nice day. So UUP's ripping up, so you'd expect gold down and oil down. And we'll go to the gold chart next. But yeah, this one, nothing wrong. We talked about this choppy, sloppy consolidation above the 20 MA. Once it got above the 50, here we go. We're above the 618. I'm still thinking we can easily get up to the 2660. Fill the gap up here around 2671. And then up here around 2683. So this thing has a little bit more to go. And then once we hit this area, you got great resistance coming from the last support. But remember, this is the shallow pullback, and this is the next wave up. It keeps going 27, 21, 28, and then ultimately around 29. But that's still far out. We did hold this pivot. This is the gap window, so anything can happen at this point, guys. Let's see the GLD. And the GLD, that thing held strong. We stayed above the 382. We're still close below the 20 MA, which I don't like, but we're still in a bullish consolidation. You'd expect to pull back in these areas. Even on the weekly chart, there was more resistance up there. So you'd pretty much 100% expect the pullback. How deep it will be, I'm not sure. Look at this one. It's not as big. You had a little one here, then it kind of went up. So, could this be it right here? Maybe. I'm still thinking, possibly the 50 MA. 50 will keep curling up if this thing starts to go. I want to look at the 10-minute real quick here. But the 10-minute, we opened up down and it tried to hold, and then it came back in, and then it closed up a little bit. So it was trying right here, and then the dollar took over, and that just sent this thing down. But eventually, there'll be more people wanting to get in this trade, and they'll start putting it back over the 200 and the 50. But again, we'll take it each day as and as we get it, or what the markets give us, and then we'll take it from there. All right, guys, I think that's it for today. If you're following me on StockTwit, we've been banging out some pretty good trades intraday lately, from scalping, some short-term holds. So if you're following me there, go ahead and we're in a couple now. We covered pretty much all of AMD. We're in a quarter position. That one worked out great. We covered wind today as well. And what else did we do today? Oh gosh, I know where Caterpillar came in. Facebook, Apple, we're in. JPM, we're getting close. Google's in the money. We covered half of that, and that was coming in. So follow us on there, and then Twitter. We've been really doing some good swing trades. We are heavy short the markets right now. If you want to follow us on Twitter, send me an email. It's a locked thing, so I'm trying to keep some trolls out of there, just to keep it more on traders. And if you like something, post it, all that good stuff. Trying to keep a good group of people together, guys. But again, and then go to my website, sign up for the free membership, and that's always there too. So all right, thanks again, everybody, for watching. Hopefully you guys had a great week. We have one more day. Let's see what happens. We haven't had a Friday sell-off in a long time, so I don't know. We're due for one, guys. So not that it's going to sell off. I have no idea. We can rally another 300 points out of the blue because Trump said something or tweeted something or some news out there. But just keep in mind that we're getting close to an 8-year cycle or 8-year rally from the March 6th lows. So that's a significant date. We'll see what happens. March is usually kind of iffy. Again, we'll see what happens. I can't predict anything. I just try to follow the charts and try to figure out which way these markets are going. All right, guys, thanks again for watching. God bless. We'll see you on the charts.